We talk to parents, we go down to schools, we go down to market women. All these are our efforts in trying to get people, especially at the lower cadre, I mean the lower strata of the society, to be involved in this drug issue.
That was the commander of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, Taraba State Command, Commander Jadi Suleiman, re-echoing the call for everyone to join in the fight against drug abuse and illicit trafficking, pointing out the numerous dangers its continuous trend has on the society. Jadi, who made the appeal at a press conference to mark this year's United Nations International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking, which is observed on the 26th of June every year, decried incessant attacks on officers of the agency in the course of discharge of their duties to rid Taraba State of these contraband substances, which have continued to find their way into the hands of their users, especially the youth.
Following the vision of the chairman chief executive of NDLA, Brigadier General Buba Marwa, retired, the launching of the total war against drug abuse was also launched and it is ongoing. The aim is meant to bring awareness to the grassroots across the state. Drug crime is a threat to any meaningful human development or security. The agency nationwide is crying out its uh, onerous civic responsibilities of tackling the multifaceted drug challenges, which requires multiple approach. Have been witnessing ever-growing threats posed by violent mob assault on our operatives, either by the miscreants themselves or by the resident communities who are mostly shielding the criminals using heavily armed and dangerous weapons. These, on many occasions, have resulted into a gruesome murder and grievous wounds of our personnel for the rest of their life. Most worrisome was the mob attack on our operatives at Kaswambera ATC axis on the 8th of March 2022 after a successful arrest of one of the much watch list drug kingpin, in which 9 of our men were seriously injured to various degrees. Not only that, the command is fairly faced with the challenges of office and staff accommodation, as well as other operational logistics. Based on this, I am making a clarion call on the state government, the key stakeholders, and other good people of Taraba State to team up with NDLEA, Taraba State Command, and see the drug problem as our collective problem, which requires a collective solution.
Jadi, who had conducted journalists round the sampled display stand for some of the illegal drug and substances commonly abused, said the public, especially parents, need to take note and keep vigilant in order to prevent their words and children from falling prey to those who introduce them to such unwholesome lifestyles.
These are stem for cannabis, and they use this. And when you go there, this is the live one, fresh. So many of us don't know it. Even those that consume it, they have never seen it live. They will only consume it when it is like this. Okay? Now this is the live one, the live plant of cannabis. That's how it looks like. Then if you over there you can see these are the seeds. This is what they plant. Grow into this and they will start harvesting. Now this one, this this is skunk. It's not made, it's not producing this one. They brought it from Ghana. So this is very strong. It's stronger than that's why it's costlier than the one we produce here in Nigeria. So this is from Ghana. Skunk. Then another mode is this. They compress it. You know, when it is like this, it's too bulky. So a bag can maybe four of this, or three will be equal to one bag for easy to bear, so for easy to carry. Because big like this, it will attract eyes or it will attract the attention of the skin. So they now compress, they have machine that compresses. Okay, this one too, this one too is another compress. So instead of moving, they will now get a big jumbo Ghana must go back and stuff it inside. It can easily be hidden than to carry it like this. And you know, if you carry it something like this, there's tendency it will smell. But if they now select it round like this, so thick, it will may not smell. Then we'll come to what we call psychotropic substances. These are the psychotropic substances. These are cough syrup we produce. They are still producing it. Okay. And we used to arrest them. I mean, seize them something. Now, this is almighty tramadol you have been hearing. This is tramadol. All these brands of tramadol. Then this one, diazepam. Ordinarily, diazepam is a depressant. When you take it, if you don't sleep, it's for treatment. But people abuse it. And in most cases, it falls into wrong hands. Person is not sick, nothing is wrong with the person, but you will go and check. Okay, this is another species of, this is what we call loud. You can see it is just the flower, not.
It's called what?
Loud. They
Okay,
call
loud.
it loud. Loud. It's also important. If you see, it's just the flower they cut up. That's what. Okay. So you can see tramadol, Exxon, all what have you. These are all, and the tramadols they are. This is, they are in different grams. This is the 100 grams. There is even 220, 220, which is banned completely. This one is even 225 grams. It's banned. Ideally. So, and mostly we got this not from the pharmaceutical, not those who were trained as pharmacists, but we got them wrong hands. In fact, they don't even know much about this. But what they're after is the money.
Commander Jadi Suleiman said the command has recorded numerous achievements, hinted that it has also secured a court order to destroy over 3 tons of exhibits seized by the NDLEA Taraba State Command.
In the area of seizure, a total of 1,036 kilograms of drugs was seized. From this figure, cannabis sativa, that is the hemp, weighed 990.258 kilograms, while psychotropic substances weighed 45.748 kilograms. During the same period, the command succeeded in convicting 22 suspects, attracting various jail terms ranging from 3 weeks to 3 years. Amongst those convicts, one was a female too. Meanwhile, other cases are still pending at the Federal High Court here in Jalingo. In the area of drug demand reduction, the command counseled 112 clients or drug users, and no referral was made to any of the rehabilitation center. Also, the department carries out significant number of anti-drug abuse awareness campaign and enlightenment programs in schools, NYSC, marketplaces, motor parks, keke riders, high institutions of learning, and religious settings.
The NDLEA in Taraba State had begun a week-long event to commemorate this year's United Nations International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking, with a grand finale slated for Monday, the 27th of June 2022 at the Hope of Fresh Foundation in Jalingo, the Taraba State capital. Queen Kunde reporting for Ziti News.